Alrighty then, what's up people? This is ETX back again today with another video. Today's video I have some Swamp Thing action figures for you. These Swamp Thing action figures are from when I was a kid. They are from 1990 from the Swamp Thing cartoon series. If you're around my age, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. That had that awesome intro. Swamp Thing, na 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 na. You are amazing. Maybe I'll insert a clip here. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, if you know that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Obviously, Swamp Thing started in the comics, which I will also show you. Swamp Thing started in the comics in the 70s, which I have a lot of the original comics from the 70s, and further on from that point, I have a pretty big Swamp Thing collection. I have a really cool Swamp Thing collection, actually. And I also have some Swamp Thing books for sale up on my eBay store, which again, I'm going to plug it in like every video. Why not? Give it some momentum. The link is in the description of my bio. If you're a collector like myself of mass comics and other collectibles, feel free to go over there, check the link, browse through my store, and see what you like. If you want to pick anything up, that is up to you. Completely fine. Anyway, on with the video. So, I have 4 figures that I used to have when I was a kid. I bought these a while back, and looking on the back of the previews of the other figures and stuff, I mean, my brother and I, my younger brother, we had all of these. Plus all the other accessories, the vehicles, and there's some other stuff that's not even on the back of here that I want. Like the Dr. Arcane transducer that changed his goons into creatures. Pretty cool. It's also on the cartoon on the show. But first figure we have here is a BioGlow Swamp Thing. Alright. There we go. Check that out. If you know, you know. They don't make stuff like this anymore, man. So freaking cool, and it still glows in the dark to this day. Alright, let's see. Yeah. What, 35 years old? Somewhere around there, give or take. 35-year-old action figure, and it still glows in the freaking dark. In fact, I'll try and do something. Maybe you probably won't be able to see it in this lighting, but I'm going to put a light on it. A green light, alright. Gonna put it on the figure. And let's try something real quick. I'll just turn this off. I don't know if it's gonna be bright enough. Probably not. Let's see. Yeah, you could still kind of see it. Come on, focus. Focus. Yeah, you could still kind of see it. Well, in this lighting anyway, but I assure you that in the dark, it fully glows in the dark. It's really cool. Okay? And I'm dropping stuff all over. But anyway, that is the BioGlow Swamp Thing figure. One of my favorite figures with his hatchet there and his other spike ball weapon. Alright? Says glows in the dark, and it definitely does. There is the back with all the other figures, and like I said, my brother and I had basically all of them. Actually, that top row are the figures that I have here, and then down below you got the Bog Rover and the Marsh Buggy. Yeah, we had all that. Like I said, they don't make stuff like this anymore. What is this, Kenner? Yeah, Kenner. Focus! Anyway, you get the gist of it. BioGlow Swamp Thing, alright? Next up, we have Camouflage Swamp Thing. The BioGlow and the Camouflage Swamp Thing are my 2 favorite Swamp Thing figures. This one, when you run it under cold water, it goes from, when you run it under cold water, or even hot water, I think it's cold water though. Yeah, cold water changes Camouflage Swamp Thing from green to root color brown so he can blend into the landscape. His loop vine snare can cinch tight on evil unmen monsters. Yeah, pretty freaking cool, man. And actually, funny enough, for kindergarten, I was 6 or 7 years old. I took this to school for show and tell with the cold water. I remember that. I don't know how I remember that, but I remember that. Okay, and there on the back, you can see dipping them in the cold water. Hopefully, it's focusing. But yeah, man, pretty cool. So, camouflage, Swampy right there. Next, this is actually my third favorite Swamp Thing figure, Snare Arm Swamp Thing. And the packaging on this one is a bit yellow, but yeah, all of these are really cool. And that's the one where the hand extends out with the little cord and snaps back. We used to play with that all the time. Very cool stuff. Okay. And still has the original Toys R Us sticker on there. In fact, the price is worn off on that one. Let me check another one. There we go. Let me focus it. Just unfocused it. Bear with me. Anyway, I think you can see that. Toys R Us, $4.99. And if you go to look these up on eBay, these go in the box still, go from anywhere between $45 to $70 a figure. Crazy. And the vehicles and stuff are even more. They're upwards of $100. Next up, we have Snap Up Swamp Thing. Oh, this is the one where all his limbs come off almost. And he has like a tree trunk bazooka. All the colors on these figures are still very vibrant and saturated, as you can see. This is one of the better condition boxes. Again, with the Toys R Us sticker on there. Yep, $4.99. 1990. 1990. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for the Swamp Thing figures. Alright, so there we go again. So, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. When you do subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which obviously is more consistent now. Comment down below, let me know what you think of this video and of these figures, and if you yourself used to watch the Swamp Thing, the fantastic Swamp Thing cartoon on Saturday mornings. And also, where I was going to go with that. If you watched the cartoon, if you had the figures and all the other toys, the play sets, the vehicles, the transducer, that thing was so cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you want to continue to see content like this, then stay tuned, and we will glow in the dark and see you later.